Hello, everyone. I'm Gui Jielei from Yunnan University of China. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to share our work. The title of my presentation is Breeding for Low Cadmium and High Zinc Crops to Enhance Mineral Security and Grade Quality. My presentation contains an introduction, 3 brief stories, and a summary. We obtain the essential elements but also the toxic ions from crops. To ensure the great security and quality, we must increase essential ions and decrease toxic ions at the same time. Zinc is an essential nutrient for plant and human. However, zinc deficiency is widely exists in the soil and human. To ensure the grade quality, the zinc concentration in the rice grain should be enhanced from current 16 to 28 mg per kilogram. This is hard work. In contrast, the heavy metal cadmium is toxic to all cells, not only plants but also humans. We absorb cadmium mainly from the crops. As the cadmium production increasing, we have to reduce cadmium concentration in the crop for human health. Zinc and cadmium are consanguineous. As a result, they partially share the same transport system in plant. For example, in rice, several transporters such as the Gyp9, Gyp7, HMA2 transport both zinc and cadmium at the same time. Knockout of these genes could decrease cadmium in the grain but also reduce zinc and U. Therefore, how to decrease cadmium and increase zinc in the crops? I will briefly introduce our 3 studies. Firstly, barley HV-HMH3 is a key regulator for cadmium accumulation in grain. Barley is the fourth most productive cereal crop in the world and is a direct or indirect dietary cadmium exposure for humans. To clone the genes controlling the cadmium accumulation, we develop a population by cloning BCS31A and Haruna-Nijo, which accumulate low and high cadmium in the grain. A major criteria for the grain cadmium concentration was identified on chromosome 5H. The 5 mapping results indicate that HV-HMH3 is the candidate gene. HV-HMH3 is a putative transporter. We found that HMH3 from 2 cultivars were both localized to the tonal plants, and so similar transport activity for cadmium in plant. But HMH3 expression was constitutively 2 times higher in the roots of BCS31A than Haruna-Nijo. To confirm its low and its expression level on cadmium accumulation, we generated 2 RNAi in the barley. Cadmium concentration was significantly higher in the grain in these 2 rice compared to the wild type. It is a nice negative relationship between HMH3 expression level and the grain cadmium concentration. Furthermore, our experiments indicate that a 3.3 kb saccharide transposable element was inserted into the HMA3 promoter region in BCS31A. This transposable element was able to enhance HMA3 expression and then decrease the ketamine concentration in the barley grain. Furthermore, we found that the transposable element was able to increase the transcriptional start site of HMA3 so that it enhanced its expression level. To brew barley with low ketamine, we introduced the HMA3 gene from BCS31A into halonaniltyl by backclosing. In the BCS3F2 population, the selected lines show similar grade U and panicle length as halonaniltyl, but show much lower grade ketamine concentration than halonaniltyl, only about 10% of halonaniltyl. The summary 1. HVHMA3 is the major QTL gene controlling ketamine concentration in grain by transporting ketamine into vacuole. An inserted transposable element increases HVHMA3 expression in the roots of BCS31A, resulting in more ketamine to root vacuoles and less ketamine to shoots and grain. This QTL is very useful for breeding low ketamine barley. The second study lines OSMT2B and MT2C regulate zinc and ketamine translocation to grain. In rice, the node is the hub for distributing mineral elements. Zinc and ketamine have been reported to transport to grain from node via the phloem, while the forms are unclear. Compared to the reported transporter genes that were highly expressed in the node, we found that two metallothionein genes, MT2B and MT2C, show much higher expression level, but their roles are unclear. Metallothioneins are low molecular weight, cysteine-rich and metal-binding proteins. MT2B and 2C contain two cysteine-rich regions which might bind the metal ions. They are the highly homologous genes. Through QRT-PCR, we found that MT2B and 2C were mainly expressed in the basal stem nodes and the peduncle and lattice at a different growth stage. In the rice protoplast, these two proteins were both localized to the cytosol and the nucleus. In the transgenic rice carrying the promoter fixture P, we found that both MT2B and MT2C were mainly expressed in the phloem region in the node. To investigate their role in rice, we obtained a TOR70 insertion mutant of MT2B, a tDNA insertion mutant of MT2C. We construct their complementation rice and the double mutant. At the repining stage, the single mutant of the MT2B or MT2C shows significantly lower fertility and greater yield compared to the wild type and the complementation rice. Furthermore, the double mutants show much lower fertility and greater yield compared to the wild type. The low fertility and greater yield in mutants were due to the low gene concentration in the panicle in the leaves. In contrast, the panicle and leaves, the node accumulated much higher gene concentration in the mutants, both the single mutants and the double mutants, indicating that MT2B and 2C play key roles in the gene distribution from the nodes to the panicle and the leaves. The yeast experiments and the MST tests confirmed that both MT2B and MT2C proteins were able to bind zinc ions. Besides, we recently also found that these two proteins were also able to bind the cadmium ion through the yeast experiment and MST test. Besides, in rice, knockout of MT2B and MT2C altered the cadmium accumulation in different organs. Therefore, we conclude that OSMT2B and 2C show extremely high expression level in the phloem in nodes. These two proteins can bind zinc and cadmium ions and play important role in zinc and cadmium translocation from the node to the gray through the phloem. The third story, rice OSMT2-MTP1 regulates zinc and cadmium accumulation in gray. We determine zinc deposition in the polished rice using the LA-ICP mass. We found that high level of zinc was detected in the embryo and allelum compared to the endosperm. But why high deposition of zinc in this region is unclear. To identify candidate transporters, based on our RNA-seq data and the online database, we found that 19 genes might be the candidate genes, but the MTP1 showed the highest expression level. MTP1 is a putative zinc transporter. Our RNA-seq, our QRT-PCR and promoter JP transgenic rice confirm its high expression in the embryo and the allelum. Besides, MTP1 was highly expressed in the roots, especially in the root tip and the lateral roots. To investigate its role in rice, we construct two knockout lines of MTP1 using the CRISPR-Cas9 technology. We found that MTP1 knockout did not affect plant growth at the vegetative stage and also did not affect plant height, panicle number, southern growth rate, and growth yield at the reproductive stage. But MTP1 mutant contain much higher zinc concentration in the straw and brown rice, but much lower cadmium concentration in the straw and brown rice compared to the wild type, indicating that MTP1 is a good candidate gene for breeding rice cultivars with high zinc and low cadmium. Furthermore, MTP1 mutants contain more zinc in the polished rice, but less zinc in the allelum and the embryo. with higher gene distribution in the polished rice compared to the wild type. In contrast, MTP1 mutant contain decreased ketamine in both parts, without affecting the ketamine distribution. These results indicate that the different roles of MTP1 on zinc and ketamine accumulation. Further analysis indicate that MTP1 was localized to the tonal process in rice. Expression of MTP1 in yeast enhanced the tolerance to the zinc but not the ketamine, suggesting that MTP1 may transport the zinc but not the ketamine. To understand how MTP1 affects zinc and ketamine in rice, we performed the experiments in the vegetative stage in hydroponic condition. We found that MTP1 mutants contain lower zinc in the root and the root cell sap, but higher zinc in the shoots and the shoot cell sap compared to the wild type. Indeed, this result indicating that MTP1 mediates zinc accumulation in the root vacuoles. Furthermore, MTP1 mutants show the increased uptake and root-to-shoot translocation of zinc compared to the wild type. On the other hand, MTP1 mutants show decreased translocation and uptake of ketamine in high gene condition, but this decrease was dependent on the gene condition, indicating the indirect effect of MTP1 on ketamine. This indirect effect might be because of the change in the gene expression of some transporters involved in ketamine transport, but it is still unclear now. The summary 3. MTP1 was localized to the tonal process and sequestrated zinc into vacuole. Knockout of this gene did not affect grade U, but reduced zinc in the root, subsequently increased the uptake and translocation of zinc. In contrast, decreased the uptake and translocation of ketamine indirectly. And finally, enhanced zinc but reduced ketamine in the rice grain. In summary, we found that HVHM3, MTP1, and MT2B and 2C play key roles in zinc and ketamine translocation and accumulation in the grain. By using the early genes and the knockout of genes, we could breed crops containing low ketamine but high zinc in the grain to enhance the mineral security and grain quality for human health. Finally, thank you very much for the support of this finding, and I give my sincere thanks to Professor Jianfeng Ma from Okayama University of Japan for his great help, as well as the Pioneer Rice team of Yunnan University of China. Finally, thank you very much for your attention.